Alright, what's up guys? Today we're going to be covering Odouds dry wax. Let's go ahead and keep this short and simple. Just give you guys an idea of what to expect from this product. I'm just reading off the listing. Some key things to note are that it's a really strong hold, the strongest that they've ever created. It's a neutral finish and the scent is a bergamot and green tea. And then you guys can read about the ingredients. It's got the rice bran wax, the sea salt, and the castor oil. So a mix of pretty much everything that we've seen on the market lately. Obviously not the clay because it's not mentioned, but with the rice bran wax, I haven't been able to isolate that and see what that's really like. But from using this product this past week, I can tell you it's a dry product as specified in its name. But we'll go ahead and review it and see what it can do for my hair, or just show you guys what it does. So typical, take a look at the jar, application process, and then see how it does throughout the day. So let's go ahead and jump into the jar. As you guys take a look at the jar, it's pretty much the same as every other Odouds product. Opening the jar, we see that we get a slightly creamy product. Scooping it out, you get a little bit of resistance, but it's a very sticky product. Let me go ahead and what do you call it? I'll just jump right into here. Let's go ahead and do the application process. So spreading around your palms, we get this creamy kind of consistency. Not as creamy as the, what's it called? The multi-purpose pomade, or even the matte paste. We're not at that level of creaminess. This would be more waxy as specified in its name, and just very dry in terms of the sensation you get. So spreading around your palms, as you guys saw, I used about a quarter size just because right now my hair has no buildup, and I just want to show you guys how much is needed for like an initial application for my hair, because typically it works really well on the second day, but we're just going to use a little bit extra so it kind of simulates the buildup that you would get on the second day. So just right off the bat, we see that styling is super easy. If you guys were going for a more looser style, which I would recommend with this product, this in no way is a slick product, so don't expect that. So application process, fairly smooth. There's a little bit of tugging, but I kind of expected that since it is wax. Most wax products do that if it leans towards the dry side. So you're just finger combing it, very responsive to whatever I'm essentially doing. Taking a look, see that definitely not a slick product. Would say definitely on the stronghold. Neutral shine, doesn't look like it's drying out. It's just a very natural finish. So let's give you guys a 360 tour. Sick. The scent, I forgot to talk about the scent, but I don't know if it's green tea necessarily, but for me I get more of like a very citrus lime, but bergamot and green tea, maybe that mix kind of translates into a sweet kind of lime, but very pleasant, nothing too overpowering, and don't sense really, hasn't caused any headaches recently, so we're good on that. We'll go ahead and get throughout the day, and then we'll see how it kind of lasts. Today, what do I got going on? Pretty low in energy, but guess this is like quarantine time, so I can't really do much. I got some photos to edit, gonna hang around the house, play some video games, and wrap this up at the end of the day. So I guess I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, so let's go ahead and wrap this up. Taking a look at the hair, you see that things have shifted a little bit out of place. that's kind of expected with most like drier products. I don't really expect them to last the entire day given the weight of the product. Typically for me, clays, waxes, paste, they don't last necessarily all day, just because I guess over time the integrity of the product just kind of diminishes, and the weight of my hair kind of overpowers it, if that makes sense. So at that point, either just restyling it or adding a little bit more product will last me the entire day. But for this review, we got about 6 hours in. Things have shifted, not dramatically in the sense that it's not fixable, but at the same time, I didn't really expect it to last all day, even though it's advertised to be like, quote unquote, their strongest created hold product. That doesn't necessarily translate into like a product that will freeze your hair in place for the entire day. This is more like a very malleable, and I'd say it's still a medium to strong hold at this point in time. We can go ahead and do a little bit of restyling and see how that goes. So I'm just looking at the playback phone right now. I really like how the texture turns out for my hair, just because this looseness in the product, like how light it feels. I just like how the finger comb marks turn out. It just has a very natural kind of like look to it. Product doesn't sorry the product isn't sticky anymore. It's very dry at this point. You still get the same amount of shine, which is a very neutral shine. Hold, I'd say it's bordering between a medium strong hold. My hair is still held in place, but at the same time, it's not like that initial kind of strength that we had. But overall, the product has lasted fairly well, and I don't see it kind of diminishing even more at this point. So right now we get still, I'd say 80 to 90% of what we got initially. No more scent, and restyling it, you guys just saw, super easy. Definitely not a slick product, so don't come in expecting something like, I guess, like a very unorthodox water base or like even an oil based product would do. That's just stupid. So, not calling you guys stupid, but the idea of comparing, but whatever. One last look, and we'll go ahead and wrap this up. Alrighty, so we just keep going reviewing until there's nothing else to review.